Morning, everybody. Kat here. Welcome to the channel. Well, it is the morning after the night before. That's right. Last night, Harry received the Pat Tillman Award for his work with Invictus. Serena Williams was, of course, hosting. She... In her little speech monologue thing, she kind of dug at them a little bit. It was just, the whole mood of the place was, it was weird. And Harry and Meghan were sitting at the front, of course, front row. She didn't look great. She looked thin, scrawny. I think the rumors of her maybe taking the Ozempic are probably true. And she had the death grip clutch on Harry the whole time. When he was, his award was actually the first award. And I'll tell you why in a minute. So anyway, Serena does her intro and all of this and introducing three members, three combat veterans who had been involved with Invictus, and they came up and they all said a little something about themselves and Prince Harry, and then she announces Prince Harry, right? So he comes up and condescending speech, really. You know, this service is... Pat Tillman was a celebrity football player making millions of dollars a year after 9/11. He left his lucrative career to sign up to become a soldier and fight for his country. That's how moved he was by the events of the day. And here you have Harry, who left a life of service, left his country, left his family. You know, he just... And I mean, his service in the army, we all know it was a joke. Harry playing soldier. It wasn't real. He's not a soldier. He's not a war hero. Just, it's the window dressing, you know. It's the myth that the palace created around Harry. So, you know, it's not true anyway, and this whole thing is just a scam. So, but anyway, so yeah, you looked at the reaction of the crowd. You'll be able to see this. There's tons of clips online now. People were not smiling. There was when Harry got up to accept the award, there's Meghan, Harry, and then these two women beside him on this side. They did not clap. They did not smile. They did not stand. And you just kind of scan the crowd. A lot of people weren't impressed by the whole production. It was done pretty smoothly. It was pretty slick. The fact that they got the veterans up there to be with Harry, but they didn't look like they really wanted to be there. It was a bit of a shit show, but of course money changed hands, and it was awesome publicity for ESPN. Disney, which owns ESPN, they needed the ratings, they needed the viewership, and Prince Harry was just the guy to deliver. That's all it's about. That's advertising dollars, bums in seats, people watching the show, viewership, that's all it, ratings, that's it. The fact that Harry didn't deserve the award, the fact that this is just a contrived, and using the veterans yet again to promote himself. Of course, that's all Invictus has become. So it was a real scam. And I think most people that were there, and I think most people that watched it, weren't impressed at all. It was really rather cringeworthy. The only saving grace, that even though she grabbed his arm and looked a little astonished when he stood up to reach the podium, or to reach the stage, I think she half expected him to bring her along. He got out of her clasp and kept going, and she had a bit of a puzzled look on her face for a minute. But other than that, but here's the thing, the minute that he got the award, and all of that, then they switched to a commercial break. Right after that, when they come back, you see that other people have taken Harry and Meghan's seats. These people, they went there for this award. He was first up. The minute he got his award, he was out of there. Did not stick around to honor any of the other people. Nothing. Just in it for himself. That in itself was, so obvious and embarrassing. And so I decided, well, I look around online a little bit and see what people might be saying about Harry and Meghan. And one of my sources that I like to look at now and again is the Mercury News out of the Bay Area in California. And indeed, they have an article. It's from last night, but doesn't matter. They have an article. And the headline is, Prince Harry and ESPN getting desired eyeballs with Pat Tillman Award controversy. While critics accuse Harry of desperately needing attention, executives at ESPN and Disney reportedly hope the Prince's Pat Tillman controversy will draw insane ratings for Thursday night's ESPYs. And that's, like I said, that's what it's all about. It was to get the ratings. Now, this article, I'm not going to read the absolute whole thing. It's not super long. It's by Martha Ross, Bay Area News Group. Okay? Now, she goes, even if ESPN could reasonably argue that Prince Harry deserves recognition for his work with the Invictus Games, the network and the renegade British royal can't avoid the suspicion that they are clamoring for attention by walking into a controversy that everyone, perhaps everyone except Harry, saw coming. By giving Harry the Pat Tillman Award at its annual ESPY Award ceremony Thursday night, the network had to know that the choice would invite backlash and even comparisons between the privileged son of King Charles III and the San Jose reared football star. And then they go on to give Tillman's bio. And then she continues in the article with quotes from a TV consultant saying, Prince Harry getting this award has drawn insane eyeballs to the show. This TV consultant works for both ESPN and Disney. He says the ESPYs, which are hosted this year by tennis star Serena Williams, a friend of Harry's wife, Meghan Markle, will air live on NBC. Okay, now it's going to be aired. It was aired on ABC, which is also owned by Disney. Now he goes on to say the fact that so many people are talking about Harry and this honor will delight those at the top. Because that's money in their pockets. Now, maybe it's just the article goes on to say, maybe it's just a coincidence that ESPN has been struggling financially, with Disney seeing profits for ESPN. Another sports venue dropped 20% through the first few months of fiscal 2023. It was reported in October. Subscribers to ESPN Plus also declined 2% in the second quarter of 2024. Now, they will stand firm on him getting it, and also behind closed doors be excited that such a decision has prompted interest in the night. Like it or low, that Harry draws interest for potential bigger ratings, so they'll keep him there. And that was, the controversial decision. Now, the article goes on to say the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been accused of using their royal associations to garner headlines and lucrative media deals, which have become high-profile vehicles for them to criticize Harry's family members. Their critics also believe that the couple use their high-profile philanthropic efforts, such as the Invictus Games, in part for PR purposes and to gather more honors, such as the Pat Tillman Award, which they hope will further burnish their reputations. Now, I'm not going to read, Mercury News, you can find the rest of the article by yourself. Now, but this is the rub of it. They know that this is what Harry is, they're amassing these awards, him and Meghan, to boost their credibility. Well, this is what they think they're doing, All it's doing is just exposing the whole scam. It's pay for play, basically. We'll donate $200,000. You give us this award. Look at how, and the world can again see how fabulous we are. It's crazy. They're so shallow. And so it's so obvious now what they're all about. Even more and more people are seeing it. And I like to reference the Mercury News now and again because they write about Harry and Meghan. Oh, there's at least once a month there's something in there. And for the voice of Southern California, they're not really friendly to Meghan and Harry. They see right through their behavior. It's embarrassing. So, Harry can go home this morning, polish his award, and put it on the shelf next to his Legends of Aviation Award. But that's all he's got. He doesn't have his royal position. He doesn't have his military position. He doesn't have the respect to the British public. He doesn't have the respect of the British government or the British royal family. And he doesn't have the respect of the people in the United States. He's a man without a home. He's a man without... all he's got is Meghan. Can you imagine? The poor guy is just, they are becoming so insignificant at such a viral rate. For every award that they're going to amass that he thinks is going to save their reputation, it's just making it worse. They're sliding into oblivion. It's almost embarrassing to watch. But no doubt we'll hear more of them soon. No doubt about it. Harry and Meghan are just the gift that keeps on giving. Well, that's all I got for you this morning. Check out the Mercury News and leave me a comment. I want to know what you have to say about all of this. Like, subscribe. Check that you're still subscribed. And we'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.